T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
Hello, family. Welcome to Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. It is your girls, the Dynamite Dolls, the Honorable Hotties, half of the gold standard. It's Mika and Al. How are you today, Al?
I'm great. Another good time over in Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor has been supplying those good times.
Yeah, we're having a good time over here.
Yeah, I'm glad that we decided to do this show. Although I'm tired, that's okay. It was worth it. Just to let you guys know, there is a storm in my area, possibly a tornado. So if you see or hear my internet tripping, I'm okay, guys. But we got to get this done for the people, for the people.
A tornado, dang.
Well, yeah, we're under a watch until like 9 o'clock or something.
Oh.
But we still have not figured out a scale yet. I yesterday was looking at cute little gifs of the scales of justice, like going like this to like for honorable to dishonorable, like what side of the scale you're on. And I thought that was kind of cute, but I don't know. We'll have to play with it and see what we can find.
Yeah, we'll get some options. We could put a poll up on the old Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah, I think we should do that. We'll do that. So we'll get you guys some options, just like how we have our spice meter over on AEW. We are gonna get something for Ring of Honor here too. But it was episode 3, streaming exclusively in Honor Club, filmed at Universal Studios, I think, in Orlando. And episode 3 was an episode. We started it with a banger. We started with our Ring of Honor World Champion.
Yeah, they just went right in.
Just no hesitation. Episode came on and Willie Mack was coming out. Now, I personally adore Willie Mack. I really do. He's one of my favorite people that I've met in wrestling. He is so funny. Good Twitter follow, good Instagram follow, better Instagram follow. So if you like wrestling content on Instagram, he always is posting when he's in Mexico because he's down there a lot. Triple A loves him, so he's down there a lot wrestling. But it was amazing to see him in the ring with Claudio. And this match,
oh my gosh,
I think Willie was 30 seconds or so from that 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
He almost made it.
Yeah, run it back. I watched it twice because I was in a work meeting, multitasking. I had one headphone in the work meeting, one eyeball on the match. But so I rewatched it because it replayed. So fun.
That finish?
Oh.
And let me just tell y'all something. Willie Mack is so athletic. Did you see the nip up to the standing moonsault? There are little guys that can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful. Willie is so much fun to watch. And Claudio really had to pull it out. He had to bring all that he had, as you could see by that last little sequence. Willie landed on his feet. He was going to the top rope. And Claudio had to hit him with the uppercut that had everything that he had left in him in order to put Willie out and get that 3 count. But Claudio was victorious in our opener here. And I can't be mad at it. I mean, this is not the last we're going to see of Willie. I'm
Oh,
positive.
he fits in so well with Ring of Honor. I was like, yeah, keep this. Like, keep this energy up. He could lift Claudio. Okay. This
And
man
not
lifted
just
several
lift
times.
him, he was snap suplexing Claudio like
Like,
quickly.
yeah. And we don't see that from many people.
We do not. His athleticism
Ugh,
does not go unnoticed here with us.
love.
Loved it. Loved this banger of a match, and it really set a tone for the episode that we were going to get. Honestly, it was a big episode. We just kept coming out of the gate with the fire. The Kingdom is special. That threesome is very, I just want to keep saying special because they are just really so special and so integral to Ring of Honor. And to see, even though they're playing bad guy now and they're upset with Top Flight because they're doing so well, to see the Kingdom saying, come on, Top Flight, let's put these bangers on. Let's prove to these people that y'all are the next generation, that y'all are new Ring of Honor. Let's put our stamp on y'all. For this to be Dante and Darius's first feud in Ring of Honor, like, sky's the limit. I saw so many tweets tonight saying that Top Flight better be in the Reach for the Sky ladder match
Oh my god.
at
Yes.
Supercard, and I agree. They have been working their butts off. And Dante took some punishment this match, man. Dante was a workhorse on this one. I didn't think he was gonna do it.
Mm-mm.
What you think?
I didn't either. I was surprised. I was like, this is full. This is Kingdom. You know, they're gonna get the upper hand. Like they gotta keep this momentum. But the pile driver on the stage. Oh my god.
Yeah, brutal.
Oof.
And of
So yeah,
course, one of our new favorite commentator teams,
absolutely.
of course, are gonna say, now how he gonna do this? And he got injured on the he hurt his neck the same way. How you gonna do this to this kid? And I was like, y'all are gold. Ian and Caprice again. Wow. Chef Kiss, another great episode of commentary from them.
Absolutely. And please, Ian and Caprice, you are more than welcome on this show.
Anytime.
That'd be
Anytime.
so fun.
Anytime. Okay. But
It's not done.
our boy, the little kid, he pulled it out, man. He got that shoulder
Shocked.
together. I absolutely shocked. Have no idea how he did this. But he did it. Pulled out the win. Kingdom talking noise, as they always do. Dante and Darius, really more so Darius, giving them some talk back, saying, hey, we beat y'all that final battle. It's nothing to beat y'all again. So we'll double back to this because we did see them again later. But right after that, I wasn't sure if I was going to love this match.
Yeah.
And then they went out there and they put on a match. Our girl's present in the show today.
Yeah. The Dynamite Cat.
They went out, Dynamite Kitty. They went out there and put on a match, and it was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really good. I don't have much to say on it.
It's so good. I love Blake Christian, like, because I'm, we all established I'm a GCW girl, so that's where I saw Blake before, and he's just killing it. These two, I was like, I know they have history, but I haven't seen them together, you know, personally. So I was like, how does this work? What is their dynamic? And I was like, okay, I see it. And Ari and Slim J, I was like, I don't know about them being on Ring of Honor, but it's week 3, and I'm like, okay.
It's
They're
working.
$350 undershirts.
Oh my God. Please. Please, $350 white beater. Come on.
And then Capri saying, mine just get ruined in the wash.
Exactly. They get stretched out. Like,
Yeah,
come on, guys.
it was just
But
fun.
It was. But Metalik and Blake Christian did pull out the win. Of course,
Mhm.
Trustbusters will be complaining about that, and we'll get to that. But in the meantime, it is official that Samoa Joe will defend his Ring of Honor Television Championship against our boy Mark Briscoe at Supercard of Honor. That will not be a taped match. That will be
Mm-mm.
a pay-per-view bout, and honestly, it's worthy. It's worthy of going on the card. The promos that they both aired before and after,
Mhm.
amazing. I'm really excited for this match. I think it's going to be great, honestly.
It's perfect. And this picture with Joe in the background from the memorial, oof. Like he always has eyes on him. Perfect. But you're right, those promos were perfect, and it was another subtle them nod to the history where they're like, here's all the ways. This is why it means something, but it wasn't like overly. It was like we knew it was big, but now it's like this is so good. I'm ready. I don't know who takes it. I
I
don't know who
don't
takes
either, and I don't care. It's going to be good either way.
it. Yeah.
Whew. Next, we got this here. Trustbusters just going on a losing streak. But we got to talk about this here. So now we figured out why Claudio opened the show. He was just sitting there having a nice cup of coffee, minding his business,
Hmm.
watching the match.
As
And
one
Eddie
does.
Kingston just has to slam his opponent into the barrier and knock coffee all over our Ring of Honor World Champion Claudio.
It was an accident. He didn't mean for that to happen. I mean, wearing white with your coffee, Claudio. Rookie mistake.
All I know is Claudio was pissed.
Yeah. I mean,
And
that's they did say it's expensive coffee. We all know Claudio
yeah,
loves him some
yeah,
coffee.
yeah. So definitely getting that build up to Supercard or whenever they clash. It has not been confirmed. But this episode had
Hmm.
some great storytelling in it. I'm grateful for it. And again, Eddie Kingston pulls out the win, makes quick work of Mr. Trustbuster Man, sends him
Hmm.
on back to the back, and just calls his shot. He keeps letting us know he's coming for Claudio, and he doesn't care who likes it and who doesn't. So
He was like, oops.
he was. Now, after their loss, everybody here's loser. Um, backstage having an interview, and of course they try to get legal things involved, and they're cheaters and this, that, and the other. And so they basically called out Blake Christian and Metalink, told them to find a third, and the three of them will face them upcoming. We'll
Hmm.
get to that because there was a response.
Yes.
But next, but next,
Ooh.
let me tell y'all something. Athena is descending into such violence.
So much.
Bobby Fish tweeted and said, I don't know if you are watching the new Ring of Honor, but Athena is the most violent champion we have ever seen, male or female, and I love it.
Wow. A coherent thought from Bobby Fish recently?
Today.
Today?
So, today. So I was
Mm.
like, goodness gracious. But listen, for those that have not seen it, there is a spot in this match
Ooh.
where Athena snatches poor Hyann off that apron and slams her to the ground. All you have to do is type in Athena Ring of Honor on Twitter, and
Hmm.
it's there. And she slammed the oxygen out of Athena. I mean, not out of Athena, out of High-End.
Yeah.
It was a descent into violence.
Yeah.
Athena makes quick work of High-End. Even though it was a good match, she retains her championship. And then she decides that High-End needs the same treatment that Willow received and rubs it in her face by slamming her face into said title on the mat.
Like, she just wants her to get a closer look at the title, but
Yeah,
she knows what it
close up.
looks like.
Make
But
sure.
like Joseph said, she's maintaining this violence because she has to keep it.
She does. She started
has to
this
keep
way. When she came out, the back of her jacket literally said, "I will break you."
Yes, just
What
like
it said.
Rocky.
So we got some descent into violence from Athena, and then we got the response. That two-piece found a third, and it is none other than A.R. Fox. And we will be getting the Trust Busters losers versus Blake Christian, Metalink, and A.R. Fox in a match.
It's because they don't
Hilarious
bring
to
Sunny
me.
with them.
Hilarious to me, but hey, listen.
This is a random tag team. AR just is like, where do you
I
need
ain't
me?
doing that.
Put me in, coach.
AR's like, Top Flight is busy with the kingdom. I ain't doing nothing. What's up?
Yeah.
You got me? I got you.
He just wants to fight.
He
Fight a
just
good
wants
fight.
to fight, as we will see later. He just wants to fight. A lot of
Rag.
storytelling this episode. Next, we had Silas Young and Marcus Cross. Now, listen, it was interesting. This was an interesting match. It was nice to see Silas Young back. Like they said, we haven't seen him since Christmas of 2021. Silas was a former Ring of Honor TV champion. And him and Marcus had a great little match. Silas got the win. This match was more important than those two. So we had somebody come out. So Silas decides that he wants to tell everybody that he's the greatest man, best champion, TV champion
Real
that
man.
was. The real man, all that manly macho stuff. Somebody had something to say about it.
Oh boy.
And that somebody is one of my favorite somebodies. Shane Taylor has come back to Ring of Honor. We don't know if permanent or temporary, but Shane is here. And he said, anyone that has watched those 3 letters knows that I am the baddest TV champion of all time. And maybe we should settle this with a match next week. So next week, it looks like we are going to get Shane Taylor versus Silas. For those Ring of Honor old heads and people that are interested, it is going to be a banger, guys. We're so excited about this. What do you think of Shane coming back?
I'm excited. I know this is your dude. I was like, message you during the next match, but I was like, yesterday was for me and my elite boys. Today, Ring of Honor said it's Mika night. Like, I saw him, I was like, oh, but I'm excited. Silas does nothing for me because I don't care about a real man gimmick.
Right.
Just does nothing for me. Like, I'm not saying he's bad or it's just nothing for me. So it was like, it was fine. When I saw Shane Taylor come out, I was like, okay, we'll see. We'll see who a real man is. We'll see.
Yeah, Shane has a way of making people care about stuff real fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was fine. I thought we were just gonna see Silas and then Dunzo, but no, nothing's picked up.
Business has picked up, baby. Shane Taylor is here, and we are going to find out next week if he still has it. Now,
this picture, poor Lexi.
I should not have been as tickled by this promo as I was. Lexi tries to start the interview, and Athena just snatches the mic, and she's like, well, we all know that I can do your job better than you, so why don't I do it? And she asks her the question. Do you remember the question she asked her friend?
Where's Yuka?
That's when she got the mic pushed in her face for a response. And her response is, I don't know. I don't know. Athena, I don't know.
I don't.
But this promo resulted in Athena calling out Yuka Sasaki for a fight at Supercard. She said Yuka's been ducking her Yuka can fight all over Japan and all over the world, but she can't see her. So she's calling her out in LA.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be a match.
Mm-hmm. This is making me rethink not going to Mania.
Listen, the both of us, we're gonna have to send some fish plates so we can go, because we're gonna start a send your dynamite dolls to LA.
We got 2 weeks, and I'm like, maybe I'll find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Maybe.
Well, there's a will, there's a way. I get paid next week. I might be buying a last minute ticket trying to see if I can fly out there.
Listen, people have
Think of-
opened up their homes to me, so I might.
I still got my room booked. I have yet to cancel it. And this, whew,
This is. Didn't I say this last week? I said, "Where's Yuka?"
well, we got the answer. She will be in the building March 31st.
Another Tony hire me moment.
This was me and Al's beef of the night.
Yeah, clearly.
We're beefing. Al is clearly a Dalton Castle and the boys hottie. I am 100% more so the Gates of Agony and not really the Embassy, as can be demonstrated by my shirt that I am wearing currently. I did
This
see
feels like
Khan
our
on
energy.
Friday. Saw
Both of
Khan on
them.
Friday. He was great, you know. Wrestled Friday. Got to buy merch. Keeks and I got to buy a t-shirt from him. It has the important people from the Embassy on here, you know, not really
Absolutely, yeah. We don't.
but this honestly,
Mhm.
great match.
Amazing.
Great match. The boys wrestled tonight.
Those
They
poor
wrestled
boys.
tonight. Brandon took a beating.
Yeah. He smushed. Like he just smushed them.
Caprice just kept saying, Brendan's back. Every time
could
you look
feel it.
up, they were slamming the poor kid on his back, on his head, on his neck, on his back, on his head, on his neck. The spot with Tua and the apron where he just like walks over and drops on. Literally everyone on Twitter was saying Tua just killed a boy. Like he just killed him. That was murder.
It's like to refer to murder.
It was brutal, and not brutal in a way of like blood and guts,
Yeah.
but brutal in a way that the Embassy was throwing their weight around.
Literally.
And they were throwing it around like a well-oiled machine, okay? As much as I might not like Brian, listen, they were effective.
Yeah.
They neutralized Dalton Castle early in the match, sending him into the stairs, keeping him off that apron, keeping him not really, you know, available for a tag. Exactly. Prince Nana had a big smile on his face. Joseph. It's interesting that Caprice pointed out, again, stellar freaking commentary, that the brains of the Embassy is ringside and the brains of Dalton Castle and the boys was on the apron. Very interesting. The boys know how to take the boys know how to take leadership from Dalton. The Embassy knows how to do what Prince Nana says. Honestly, they had a good spot with Khan. You know, they mentioned how Khan is a 2-time 6-man tag champion and that he was the scout of Shane Taylor Promotions, and he is now the scout of the Embassy. And you can see him falling into that role. You can see the three of them falling into their roles. You know, Tua is very much of the enforcer. He's very much of the neutralizer. You know, Brian is the come in with the showboat. Khan, the silent but deadly one. As you can tell by that pin.
Of course you found this picture.
I had to get it. And it made me so sad because I love the boys. They're the most adorable thing. They're the cutest, but they literally, somebody on Twitter said they made a boy sandwich and Khan was the panini press. They slammed the poor baby on top of the baby, and then Khan just knee on one chest, hand on the other, pinned 2/3 of the team for the win.
Those sweet, sweet boys. They didn't stand a chance.
They didn't stand a chance. I'm sorry.
Well,
They
even commentary
didn't.
in the beginning said all of the embassy is over 250 pounds.
That,
And then you see
that
the boys.
poor babies.
Poor,
Listen, and
they
look at
sustain
this here gloating on the side like the other two didn't do all the work, but
for
whatever.
reals. But, you know,
We got a
this is
little confrontation,
interesting.
a little interesting. Okay, so
Mhm.
it was a little bit of an attack, and they were ran out of the ring by the new trio that just came about like 5 minutes ago backstage. Um, Medaling Blake Christian and AR Fox, who is holding, as y'all can see, one of those titles, and he just chunks it over the rope at Khan, and Khan just catches it out of the air casually. Joseph asked what combination will wipe that smile off his face. Might be these three. No name. We ain't got no name. The three guys that just came together
Yeah.
in the back.
What would we call them? We could workshop some names.
We could workshop some names, but y'all don't want to hear what I gotta say because I just call them the ragtag bunch. Because what the hell's happening here? Who got these together? So
I mean, yeah, we thought, yeah, you would think they'd focus on the Trustbusters.
Caprice and Ian said it. They said, it's obvious where their end game is. Their end game is 3-man tag titles. Now, I do want to point out that there may be a possibility that the embassy will drop soon because of the rumors that Brian Cage is in fact leaving and going to WWE. So we will see. Maybe at Supercard of Honor. Who knows what's going to happen? But we will keep our eyes and our ears to the street for y'all when it comes to that. But this is interesting. So we're going to see if these three are able to neutralize the embassy because right now it's not much stopping them.
Mm-hmm.
The women's. Listen,
That's
the women's. Every week, these ladies get out here and show us that they are absolutely astonishing at what they do. I am so proud of all of the ladies that decide to step their behinds into the ring for Ring of Honor because they come out and they wrestle. And it's like they know that they get the opportunity to actually wrestle here. And I love that. Not Sky Blue, Madison Rain, our girl, our vet,
uh,
Madison Rain comes out and puts on an absolute banger with
this
Trisha
was
Dora.
intense.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I was sick of that bridge pin. I didn't want Trish to do that no more. Now, I was like, the bridge one more time, I'm screaming. But
So, did you see it? Did you see it? You want to see it one more time?
girl, we saw it. We seen it every time. We seen it. Banger of a match though, but apparently our girl is on a roll.
Yeah, this was interesting. Another like top flight did not expect Trish to win over Madison.
Don't be laughing, Joseph. I'm just serious. I was sick of the bridge. I was sick of it. Um,
It's nice
we
bridge, but
saw
we don't need to see it.
right. We saw some finishers, but it was the Lariat Tubman in the end that was able to neutralize our girl Madison, get Trish the win. Of course, the code of honor was adhered to, and we moved right along because we needed to hear from these babies here. Um, it was a good promo. It was a good promo to me.
They did well.
Dante talked about how he had to just see the doctor and get his neck stretched and cracked because they they did a number on him. But we found out next week that it will in fact be Darius versus the other half of the kingdom. I am blanking right now.
Matt Taven.
Matt did.
Yes.
So it's gonna be a good match, I think.
Absolutely.
Let's go back to this real quick. Trish is making this. Yeah, I think so. The question is, what is she gonna have to tap into to beat that demon that has the belt right now?
Right. Trish is intense, but Athena's taking it to another level.
Yeah. Yeah.
She could give her a run. Last week I wasn't sure, but now we're getting 2 wins.
Yeah.
We're
I will say this.
going.
The Lariat Tubman is great, but you're going to need some more ancestors. You're going to have to find Nat. You're going to have to pull up Frederick and everybody else, them ancestors to come, because Athena is not playing. Next we had this. Listen.
Threw me off.
When the Outrunners came out, I was like, is this a joke? This is a gimmick. This is cute.
Like it.
Of course. Of course you do.
I like anything that looks like the 80s and is silly.
So silly. It came out and Caprice was like, they look like every random tag team from the 80s, and he just starts naming people. Hilarious.
All in one.
Just a hot mess out here. And then we get good old Matt Sydal and Christopher Daniels come out. And they make quick work of the Outrunners. It wasn't meant they were here for a good time and not a long time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We had a good time.
Got to win.
Yeah.
There was some people who had something to say.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
The Best in the World Aussie Open had something to say. That baby said that those two men were instrumental in, the tag team titles of Ring of Honor. When he was 7.
That hurt my back when he said that.
I said, hello?
Same.
Get him off the mic.
Said,
get the kid out of here. He don't even know what you're talking about. So they basically challenged the old men to a match. And in Christopher Daniels' response, he said, I know 2 silver foxes that will take on your challenge. So it looks like we're going to get Aussie Open versus Christopher Daniels and Matt. What do you think about that?
I'm into it. I like it. But yeah, no, that hurt my heart when he said he was 7 in 2006.
I graduated from high school in 2006. Please, sir.
I was a year behind you. Sir, it hurt my back. Just because you have a good theme song doesn't mean that's nice. No, but I'm excited for this. This will be a good match. Are these 2 teams going to be in the ladder match? Possibly.
Possibly.
I would like.
I could see one more than the other. I could see Aussie Open being in the match, and Daniels and Sydal being more of like contenders after the match is over. I could see that because they're older. We don't want to overwork them or whatever. But something interesting I did just see is that the website was recently updated to add Dax and Cash to the actual Ring of Honor roster.
What?
Yeah.
That's an interesting turn of events.
I was going to see if any of the girls that have wrestled have been added. It's still just Athena and Mercedes, but tell you who was added. FTR.
Exactly, Joseph. We didn't see them at Dynamite last night.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I was just giving the information.
Unless somebody in IT messed up.
Right. Good evening, Sandman. Yeah, that could be there, but there's so many young tag teams that they can put in that match. And then also because it's a ladder match, we have to consider how many tag teams will actually be in it.
Right.
Because they can't. Yeah, because we can't have too many people. Once you get more than like 4 tag teams in there, that's 8 men in a ladder match. It's starting to get really messy at that point. So if we have to pick 4, I'm picking, of course, well, they're already in.
Lucha Brothers.
Top Flight.
Top Flight.
What did you say? Aussie
So
Open?
say Aussie Open, the
Top
Kingdom.
flight. I don't know. They're a little old too. Maybe their bodies might be tired too.
Yeah,
Maybe you
but
put
also
Metalik and Blake in there.
yeah, but I think would did they want gold? They want tag team
Yeah,
gold,
they
and
do.
they're going to
So if
do
they're
anything to
willing to
get
do
it.
what they need to do, maybe their age and their ring psychology can cancel out
Maria
some of
will
the.
climb a ladder for them.
She sure will. She sure will. That would be my top three teams, and then the fourth one can be a wild card. But the Kingdom is great, honestly. So
And they
we'll
don't
see,
have to do
guys.
much. They can
Oh,
they'll let everybody else beat them. They got Lucha Brothers in there. If you get Top Flight in there, they knock them all out, and then they can do a sneaky win.
yeah. I didn't mean to send everybody's brain down the rabbit hole of what that means, but I was like, oh, is
It
that
was
cat?
just
It took
just
me
the
by
memes.
surprise. So I have to
My
share
brain was just numbers.
that gif with the lady doing the equation. Yeah,
That
that was
was
me. What does this mean? What does any of this mean? Yes, she has tried to do something like that before. Absolutely.
She'll
She
do it
is Miss
again.
Canellis Bennett for a reason. Okay.
Mm,
She would do what it takes to make sure their legacy is cemented. She said that last week.
yep,
So
she's our first lady.
we made it, guys.
Oh,
You know
what a
what, Al?
moment!
I'm gonna let you take this one. I'm gonna let you
I
take it.
want
Because when you messaged me about the outfit, I was like, oh, this is Al. You got it, girl. Like
I
you do
asked
your
for
thing.
the outfit because I saw it in person in San Jose Battle in the Valley, and I had again no opinion in Clark Connors. I still this man is trying to make me a fan. Um, the fit again, mwah, chef's kiss. Okay, the theme song, perfection. Okay,
Somebody
this man
said that
is
he
trying.
needs to sell the cowboy hats.
Honestly, it's like giving Beyonce. Like he could. But outfit aside, we've already I there's already mentioned him on Turnbuckle Glam. But let me take a drink. Great match. Wheeler was not as much of a little brat as he was last week, but he was still sneaky.
Yes.
This was like he sneakily did use um the closed fist,
Right.
which you only get one of, so he missed his warning, but he did get one later on. Um and like I just thought this was a good strong match. And again, I think Clark Connors is trying to make me a fan. Do I like this guy? Gosh.
I think you might need to sleep on that, friend. It was interesting to me, though. I love how they actually showed the judges
Mm-hmm.
watching this time. So they showed our judges,
Yeah,
um,
they both acknowledge them.
Colt.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the other two right now.
I can't.
Who our judges are. One of them is Colt Cabana, as referenced by the Colt Cabana chant that started in the background
Yes,
by one
but
person. Shout out to you, one person.
I thought I do like that you could hear the crowd noise because they're in
Yes.
such a small place. So you could hear that like "you suck" or anything like that, which it just makes it fun.
Yeah, it
And we
does.
had
It makes it feel like Ring of Honor. It does.
mm-hmm,
And not this
dueling
big
Wheeler
production.
chants.
Yes. That was
Some for,
Wheeler,
some opposed.
you that sucks. I was like, oh, all right. We're split. I call it split. I will tell you what I wasn't split on, that pin. And the way he
Yeah.
got it when he saw him reaching for that leg for the rope and he
Oh,
pulled that
he knew.
leg back.
Ooh.
That ring psychology is getting there, Yuta. I can't be mad at it. You got to win
Delicious.
by any means necessary, and he did. But it
Genius.
wasn't just the win that was interesting, right? Of course, Code of Honor was adhered to. This was a pure match. We went over the rules of the pure match last week. If you need me to share the graphic again, let me know, and we can drop it on the Twitter. But it has rules about closed fist, open fist, rope breaks, things like that. Code of Honor was adhered to. Thank you, at least.
Yes.
Then we get a promo.
Oh.
And Wheeler calls out somebody that I honestly don't think that man is ready for.
This is yeah.
When the name was dropped, I said, "Oh, you want to die?"
Well, we're giving a little tease here. The way he is sitting, the mind games. Exactly. Shibata?
For those that are not
I-
familiar with Shibata, we did just see Shibata on AEW not very long ago, and we saw what quick work and almost murder scene that he caused over there on the AEW apron. Wheeler Yuta said he wants the teacher over at the LA dojo, none other than Shibata.
This
We got Athena calling out Yuka, and we got Wheeler calling out Shibata.
I don't know. It's getting
Who do y'all think
strange.
y'all are? Like, hello?
Are they okay? Does Wheeler have a death wish? But then Claudio comes out like a proud dad, like, you did it, son. You called out that man.
Clapping.
Yeah, he was so happy.
You are clapping for this man to die?
That's my
Are
boy.
we clapping him to his casket? We're going to get that on the t-shirt. Clapping him to his casket. Shibata? Shibata. You think, I understand that you have been learning
Mm-hmm.
from three of the greatest men in professional wrestling, currently, for some, all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. Claudio, Dean Ambrose, aka John Moxley, however you know him. Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, however you know him. Claudio Castagnoli, Cesaro, however you know him.
And Regal for a minute.
And Regal's babies.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that, right? And that'll give you a lot of confidence, right? Like, oh yeah, I'm good.
He's feeling it.
I got this. But do you got this against Shibata? Do you need to go watch some more footage? Because see, in football, they have film days where you just have to sit in the locker room together and watch film on your opponent and try to understand their psychology and how their mind works. Shibata's mind works one way. Kick your ass. That's it. That's
Like,
it.
I think he thinks like the pure rules are gonna save him. No.
Have you seen that man? What that man can do with an open palm?
Exactly. We
That
might have to have a
man.
eulogy after this.
That man. Where's Angelina Love in Ring of Honor? That's a good question. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. The women right now, Ramit, only have two women that are actually signed to the roster, which are Athena and Mercedes Martinez. So a lot of the women that we have been seeing were either coming up in Ring of Honor in 2021, like Trisha Dora did. Willow was there for a little bit. I saw Ring of Honor history post Faye, because Faye was in Ring of Honor at that time as well. So I think we're seeing the return. Hyen was in Ring of Honor for a little bit. So we're seeing the return of some of our old school girlies that came up before the end of it. Now, of course, we're not going to see a Roxy because she's currently occupied. But I don't think it's far-fetched that we'll see Angelina pop up on one of these on one of these shows. We have a history of having two women's matches. I mean, a history, it's episode 3. But they do two solid women's matches. So we might see her. Well, actually, one of the women's matches for next week has actually been announced. And that is the love of my life, Lady Frog, versus Sky Blue. So it's going to be a really good women's match for that single, but we don't know if it'll be Athena in action or if we'll get a tag match or what we'll get. And so maybe we'll see Angelina soon. I hope we'll see Angelina soon. She's still in ring shape. She's still looking good.
She's popped up in NWA, hasn't she?
She has popped up in NWA. So we will see.
Yeah.
Yes, Forbidden Door. It may happen. It may happen. We will see. Yes, as we said, Roxy is currently occupied over there, handling business with her mentor daddy Booker T. So she's a little occupied, the last women's
Well,
champion.
she was also hospitalized. There's a whole thing over in NXT.
Correct,
No, no.
whole thing.
Just a
They
bit.
said it's a shoot. We don't know, but either way, we still have Mercedes. Mercedes has yet to wrestle since Final Battle.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where
we
is
don't know
she?
what's going on with that. No idea. We're gonna milk carton her soon.
She
Because
was on my list.
why is there 2 women on the roster and we only see one of them?
Just adding her to the list.
She's in milk carton currently, so we will see. We will see. But that was a good question. Thank you for asking that. I'm hopeful to see Angelina Love. I think you are too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the Garcia twins did state that they won't be going to AEW. They were just backstage to visit Paige, which is fine. Ricky Starks is backstage at the Rumble.
Yeah.
It is what it is. That don't mean he's going. They're just
Bernie's dad was wrestling MJF. They had to go.
Yeah, like we're friends. We're all friends here. So, do I think the Bella twins show up in Ring of Honor? Absolutely not. No. Well, I'm sorry, the Garcia twins. I don't think they show up in.
Not with Nikki's neck. I don't want her anywhere near Ring of Honor.
No, Ring of Honor is they wrestle for real. Honestly, I just think the Garcia twins. I don't even know that they've never even confirmed that they're gonna wrestle. They just said that they're dropping the Bella name. Yeah. They're dropping their WWE contract and they're just moving forward into a new stage of life. That could be a new show. That could be fashion deals. That could be a clothing line. That could be athletic wear. That doesn't even necessarily have to be wrestling. They're just going by their maiden name, which is the Garcia twins. So, hey, we're going to.
And I thought Nikki said she can't wrestle anymore anyway, as much as she would want to. So.
Said I could see that call out at Forbidden Door. Yeah, I don't think they know what they're doing. They're just exactly. I don't know that they really have like anything set in stone. They're just ready to move away from being the Bellas, and that's fair.
They just didn't. They're ready
to be. They're ready to be themselves, the Garcias. So hey, do y'all things. We wish y'all the best of luck. We'll be looking out to see what y'all are doing. But this is how Ring of Honor closed tonight.
Yep.
Proud Dad and Wheeler You the Man calling out the man for his death. This is like when people want suicide by cops, so they go out and do stupid stuff, and then they want the cops can shoot up the car. This is what this is.
Yep.
Unless you want to call it euthanasia, assisted homicide. This is why this man is requesting a murder.
Yeah. Are you okay, Yuta? You could, honestly, know what's better? Therapy.
Because I will say this. I feel more confident about Athena's chances against Yuka because she is sliding into that violence and that strong style of wrestling. She's been wrestling stiff on Dark and all of that, so she will be ready. Hi, mamas. She will be ready for that challenge. Yuta?
Yeah, there's a difference. She's already attacked Yuka. That's what she said in the promo. She said the last time she hurt Yuka and sent her back to Japan. They have never touched. And Shibata is a scary, scary man who has broken his neck and was never supposed to wrestle again. So now he has a new lease.
Scary, scary man.
Terrifying.
Like Joseph said, former MMA fighter in Japanese turn wrestling. Why would you do that? I don't know.
And Wheeler, fan. Big fan. Love my BCC boys. I just don't think you guys are making the right decisions in your life. I think ever since Regal has been gone, it's not the same. And I understand, but you're acting out. Brian's gone. You guys are acting out. Therapy.
Listen, if you want a vacation, you don't have to pay. You don't have to call this man out to put you on the IR.
Just ask Tony. Put in, just fill out a form. I'm sure. I don't know.
Probably just send a text at this point. The roster for Ring of Honor is not that large.
Hey, Tony.
But
Easy.
you would rather call this man out so he can put you on the injured reserve list than just take a vacation. I don't know. I don't get it. But he said what he said. The challenge has been issued. And I personally do not see that man not responding.
Absolutely. We're gonna see him next week. And also, like,
Or it may not
weird.
be next week. It may be at Supercard.
Just show up. So he'll think he's avoiding him, and then he just shows up at Supercard. I like it. But also the fact that Claudio is running away from Eddie Kingston, but it's clapping for this boy to be murdered by Shibata. Yes,
Right.
Eddie is going to choose some major violence against Claudio. Different from Shibata. I don't know.
But yeah, guys, that was our episode of Ring of Honor this week. Episode 3. It was a great episode.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. I hope you guys, I think Joseph probably agrees. It was a great episode. We are looking forward to next week. I love how they don't hold back too much of the card. They talk about it a lot while they're on, and they try to get matches confirmed while things are going on and when they're going to happen. So like I said, we do know that there are some matches that will happen next week. I think we see Mark Briscoe in action next week. We see Lady Frost in action next week. We see
Matt Taven
and Darius in action.
And Trustbusters and our new unlikely animal friends.
So we got some stuff to look forward to, guys. We're so excited. We hope you guys are too. No turnbuckle glam this week, or yes turnbuckle?
No. Turnbuckle. It's our big turnbuckle glam this week.
Our big one this week. Yes.
Yeah.
So while we get the information on that,
Yes.
why don't we let our CEO do the rundown?
Oh yeah. Let me just hit the buttons. Not hitting the buttons.
Or don't.
Is it not in this one? Or did they change it?
Had to change drop down. I think I see it. No, maybe not. Okay, well. Did you find it?
I didn't find it.
Well,
guys, we're having some technical issues. What the?
I don't know what that is.
What is happening? We are breaking
The brick wall. Love that. Okay, we're gonna revisit the brick wall. That was funny.
I think that was TK's. Where is this video?
I don't know, but TK ain't here to do the rundown of the show, so we'll do it for you like we used to do old school.
Yeah.
As y'all know, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Women's Wrestling Talk News. Mondays, also your Salt Shakers bringing you the Raw After Show. Also, WoW Superstars.
Yes, we got WoW.
Monday. Tuesday, Nada. Take a break. Enjoy your family. Watch NXT if that's your thing.
Yeah.
Moving on. Wednesday, y'all already know. It's your girl. Dynamite Dolls there for your post show. Thursdays are stacked. Thursdays you have NXT. Thursdays you have Women's Wrestling Army. Thursdays you have us with Ring of Honor. And Thursdays you have coming up next, what a lot of y'all are waiting for, the wonderful Salt Shakers to run down Impact for y'all. Fridays, of course, like we said, news Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then you have your SmackDown Rampage after show, which will be interesting tomorrow, seeing as how Rampage is really late. So I don't know if they're actually going to cover Rampage or if we might have to double back and do it Wednesday. But we'll get it in there for you guys if they don't. Don't worry about it. Saturdays, nothing. We got interviews. We got all kind of things you can go watch. Sunday, Turnbuckle Glam, of course, the gold standard. You know us and the Salt Shakers. Always here to talk fashion and wrestling. And we're adding on another show. All Elite, the reality show, AEW. We will be debuting that on April 9th. There will be 2 episodes on April 9th because we are not competing with Mania Weekend. So watch both. Come back and see us and we'll talk about it. But the Turnbuckle Glam panel
Ooh.
Sunday. It's going to be really good. So if you love us, if you love the Salt Shakers, if you love, oh my God, have we announced everybody that's going to be on it already?
No, there's some surprises, but we're only going to tell everybody that if you do like NXT and you like WoW and the SmackDown Rampage after show, Shay and Queen Stephanie, our girls, will be with us as a special guest.
So come join us as we talk Women's History Month fashion, women's wrestling, and the impact on fashion. We're going to talk about all those things. It'll be a fun show, guys. So please, if you get a second, tune in on Sunday and join us. My beautiful co-host, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me at L. Yeah. You might be seeing me pop up in some other places around Women's Wrestling Talk this month. We got some stuff for going on. But yes, hang out with us. Definitely hang out with us Sundays. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be great. Y'all know where to find me. Meek the Mage, Mac and Magic on all the things. Twitter is preferred. Instagram, you might get in. Come talk wrestling with us. Come hang out with us. Did I freeze? Oh no, I'm back.
Okay. No,
Okay.
you're good. You're good.
Okay. And please tune in, guys, because as y'all know, Impact coming to you shortly with the Salt Shakers. But until we see y'all again on Sunday, if not Sunday, then Wednesday, I am Mika, this is Al. Thank y'all for joining us, your honorable hotties, for Ring of Honor Post Show. We will see y'all next week, if not Sunday. Bye.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.